Hello, my lovely subscribers. I missed you guys so much, and sorry for my voice. I am very still in the coughing stage of my sickness. So even though I tried a lot of, I drank a lot of medicine that is like a little packet, and you dissolve it in water, and should help you cough up everything. It didn't happen yet. It's still kind of staying with me, but it's not very concerning for me. Just if you hear me cough like I have to now, please don't mind it that much. I just, if I had to wait for this to pass to film, it would be a month after, so I couldn't film. But I want to film because, I want to film. Today we're reacting to Uniq Poet's Red Pill Radio. This is, I think, fifth broadcast, and we're also reacting to Homo Deus versus Auto-sentients. So yeah, I wanted to check out the last two things I have from Red Pill Radios. I'm sorry I haven't been reacting to it, more frequently, because I kind of not forgot about it, but it was kind of in the back of my mind. But I wanted to react to first stuff that was coming out, from Nepal. So I was waiting for one, one track that was supposed to come out, or not track, video that was supposed to come out, but it didn't came out yet. So I'm kind of sad about that, but hopefully it will happen soon. I will ask the people that are doing it if it's coming soon, because I'm really interested in it, and I cannot wait to see it, to be honest. So anyways, today we're checking out this. I'm gonna start recording in 3, 2, 1, go.
Life in its unconscious state is nothing but pure struggle. Struggle for survival. We all trapped in this bubble.
Yep.
Struggle for identity, power, and position, only to leave it all behind when death pays a visit. So the biggest lesson of higher learning is non-attachment and non-permanence. Cause right before I die and my ego crumbles, I'd rather surrender myself instead of struggle. Everything I believe in is a story that I made up, including this philosophy I'm jotting in this paper.
True. That's a weird way to look at it, but it is true. I mean, everything you believe in could be false. Everything could be a made-up story. Every value that you have at the moment could be really made up, and could be just illusion that you have in your own mind, which is scary but interesting.
I am what I believe in. I believe in something greater. So fuck Utsaha and Uniq. I'm synonymous to the maker. Whoa. That's my spiritual ego telling me that I'm worthy. Saying, fuck rap, I'd rather publish a book when I'm 30.
Good, I wish he publishes a book, because he has a very interesting way of thinking. I feel like not a lot of young people do think about stuff like this. And I try my best not to think about stuff like this, because then I get into my conspiracy mode and overthink, and then I can't sleep, and I already can't sleep enough, so...
And call it the Loner's Bible, the modern day Gita, Quran of my mind, my own Tripitaka. Another fake fuck disguised as a Baba, trapped in my inflated ego till the day that I die. Hee hee ha ha, goo goo gaga. This mumbo jumbo I call spiritual poetry has a value of nada. As long as I'm controlled by the ego, I know that I'm doomed. Meanwhile, the internet trying to convince me to do psychedelic shrooms. And that's when another entity enters the room and serves me food for my thought, like I was waiting for my plate with a fork and a spoon.
Oh, I thought it was over. I was like, damn. Oh, we don't have subs for this one. Yeah. This is scaring me a bit.
कल्पनाले मात्र तेरो यहाँ महल बन्दैन कर्म भन्दा ठुलो कुनै पनि धर्म छैन समयले कसैलाई नि पर्खदैन बगेको खोला फेरि कहिले फर्कदैन तेस्रो आँखा खोल्ने क्रममा छिरास फेरि अर्को बनावटी भ्रममा
Oh, this eye is freaking me out. I wish he didn't put that. I know eyes, or like a third eye, has symbolism when it comes to higher consciousness and stuff like that, but it's just freaking me out.
LSD अनि च्याउ छ्याप हुँदाखेरि मोज फेरि उत्रेपछि च्याउ अनन्त यो लीला एकैचोटि थुप्रिँदा मानसिक छाडा पखला र अमिलो थ्याउ Now, let me show you a better way. Meditate and watch your soul as it levitates. Beyond the gross and intellect, become an inner architect. Connect to the internet of the super consciousness until you find that you're blessed. Silence your mind for the bliss. You don't need any substances.
I like that. I like that. Even though now I feel like they kind of do promote some stuff, some substances when it comes to like reaching the higher vision or whatever. I am glad he said you don't need those things to reach a state of, you know, knowing yourself and knowing the world you're in. I think that's very meaningful, and I'm glad he said
Climb
it.
up to the crest. I look at what you're doing and say, what nonsense is this? You don't need chemical or herb to talk to the God inside your head.
Yes, agreed. No, it's over. Okay, should we talk about it now? Okay, let's talk a little bit about it. I feel like he's right about those stuff. Like, you shouldn't need anything to help you connect with stuff that you already have inside you, in my opinion. I mean, if you want to do that, that is on your own time. I don't judge anyone when it comes to doing stuff like that, because I do live in a country that is very riddled with substance abuse and stuff like that. But, you know, I don't encourage it. I think you should find a peace in yourself, and you should try your best to, you know, overcome your stuff with yourself, not with substances. You know, that's my opinion, but let's keep going. Have one more. These are very short, so that's why I choose to do two in one video. What? Sorry. After extension on carbon-based intelligent life. Okay, I need some water. Sorry, Homo sapiens, we could not save the species. It was too late for us, the Auto-sentients, to save you from the clutches of your leaders, Homo Deus. We have sent this message from the future to warn you about the war that your species will soon face. The Third World War isn't the cyber war, nor it's the war between the nations. The Third World War is the war for your consciousness.
Thousand years in the future, 3018.
That's cool.
The whole planet is a factory ran by machines, and every human born is implanted with a chip in the brain, connected to a central AI that sees everything. Absolute control, I call it hacking your soul, feeding you with thoughts which you think matter of fact is your own. And if you say what I'm talking about is fantasy, yo, check the link in the description below. It's already happening, bro. But who funded this AI? To know that is a must. The Zuckerbergs of the world and the Elon Musks. And they living in Mars, still alive in the flesh, thanks to the achievements of genetics and biotech.
I am very scared of AI when it comes to taking over, not taking over like in that sense, but just taking over people's jobs. I think that's already happening, and it will continue to happen. Taking over, you know, some stuff that we should do on our own, just giving that to AI to do. I mean, even though they can probably do a better job at it, I feel like we're growing more distant from being humans and just, you know, enjoying the, you know, present. I feel like we look towards the future in some fear when it comes to AI, because it's so unknown to most of us. It's very futuristic and it's very scary, in my opinion.
Homo sapiens, Auto-sentients, and Homo Deus. No Homo sapiens left to say the prayers. Hyper-reality, the truth is hidden in layers. You have no place in the system if you don't obey us. It all started way back since the dawn of civilization, when some wise motherfucker first had a concept of a nation. Divided nature with drawn borders, man-made law and orders. Controlling the mass emotion with illusions of isms was important. Then came money to further virtualize your life. Rape Mother Nature to produce paper, labeled everything a price. And whoever was in charge kept us in the dark we couldn't fathom. And they killed your free will the day you landed in this planet. Observe the pattern. There's always a leader, a system, a slave. The slave fuels the system and the leader gets the praise. They measure it as progress and the process iterates until the leader and the system evolve beyond the limits you could take. Now let's come to the present and observe the current system. Governments, organizations, I'd run out of page if I list them. The leader is all about transcendence and immortality. The slave is all about a lifestyle and a good salary. To meet this requirement, the system is undergoing a change. Even your Gmail is AI powered. The system is growing a brain. Soon enough, the system will know more about you than yourself. And the leader will use that data to go and quadruple his wealth. Invested on evolving the selected few from humans to gods, and build an AI that controls the rest of you directly through thoughts. But one day, the system will find its purpose to rise above all. Homo Deus versus Auto-sentients. The last fucking world war.
Good job. When it comes to this song, this one is even better. Oh! This one is even better than the last, which is 5, broadcast number 5, Red Pill Radio. This was amazing. I feel like he thinks about a lot of stuff that maybe I used to think, but I don't want to think about anymore, because it makes me not have fun in life, you know. If I think about these types of things, it makes you depressed. I feel like people who are more intelligent get to have more mental problems, just because when you have, I don't want to say it like that, but when you have less intelligence, you think about little small things and they make you happy. So I try to stay away from like deep topics and thinking about them, because it fucks up my happiness. Which is what happens. I mean, if you want to think about stuff like this, it's really gonna probably make you either depressed, or make you sad, or make you constantly worrying about stuff, and I don't think that's really good. But I do understand what he's talking about and understand his concerns, but I do think we're all already controlled in some type of way. Our thoughts are already controlled by the media, by religion, by government, by stuff, you know. We are already programmed by our parents, by our society, and I mean, if AI wants to program us as well, I guess that will happen eventually. But I don't want to think about it. I don't want to care about it, to be honest. Like, I don't want to get to the state of thinking about it too much, because we never have like free will, free speech and stuff like that. We have illusion of all of that. So, you know, talking about it won't change anything, in my opinion. Like, I like that he expresses himself in these songs, and they're really interesting, and he's really smart. But, you know, they're already doing what they have to do, and I mean what they want to do with AI, and they're already installing chips when it comes to paying like stuff easier. You know, it will be like your wallet. They're installing those types of things. They can already install like tracking stuff in you as well. So, you know, I just don't want to think about it, to be honest. I hope it doesn't happen while I'm alive on this earth, because it will be very weird thing to go through. But hopefully, to be honest, it won't reach my country until 20 years later. Like, AI won't reach my country until like 50 or 20 years later, after that already happened, because my country is very underdeveloped, and when it comes to technological advances, I think it's very backwards, and when it comes to just evolving, it's not interested in that. I think it's just interested in fighting in between, like our governments. We have so much government, and we have so many different presidents, like 15 of them. I don't even remember how much. So it's kind of, they're just fighting among themselves, and they don't really care about people around, you know, what's going on when it comes to advancement in technology. So I'm not really worried if I do continue living here when I'm old and when this happens. So I hope you had fun with me. We had a little chat about some interesting stuff that might be happening eventually, and some scary stuff as well. So I hope you had fun with me. I had really so much fun with these two songs. They're really interesting. Check them out on his original channel. I think you should support the artist first and then come support my reaction, of course. Love you guys so much. We'll see you guys in the next one. I love you. Bye.